the next phase was tapping and was all about changing memories. And the idea was, okay, if you want to have a happy life, then you need to go and change all your memories, which of course is another flavor of change your subconscious programming. And with that again, that seemed to make a lot of sense. Like, it just makes a lot of sense on paper. Like, okay, yeah, I've got stuff, junk in here that I need to change. And then once I change it, my life will be great. The challenge was years and years and years of changing memories. Life still was doing this. And so there was an added frustration that underlined it all. How can I be doing all of this work and still have, life's ups and downs, essentially, right? If I have to go in and change all my memories before I can be happy, well, that raises some questions. Number one, how do I know which memories to change? How do I go about finding these memories? How do I know when the memories are fully changed? How do I know I found the right memories? What if I can't find any memories? And so we find ways to adjust for this, right? So, well, if you can't find any memories, make them up. How do I know when the memory's changed? Well, if you think of it and you feel better, then it's changed. Okay. But is that the same memory? Like, how do you, in other words, it begins, the more we try to tinker with the stuff, the more convoluted and confusing it becomes, right? And then I began reflecting on a presupposition that I operate from, which is there are no broken people, right? So you're not broken, you're just operating off of old broken ideas and programs, right? That was the presupposition I worked from. And again, that made a lot of sense. But then it occurred to me, well, if I'm not broken, why am I tinkering so much? Why am I trying to maneuver these parts? Why am I trying to fix these parts? And then the other presupposition was memories aren't real, they're all made up, right? So the experiences, we're not saying the experiences weren't real, but once the experience is past, we just recreate it, right? And sometimes it feels very permanent because it can have a lot of emotion with it. And so every time we go back and we recreate it, it can be as if we're re-experiencing it again and again. Now, of course, memories are extremely useful. They help us navigate and sort of, get our bearings. But when we have memories that bother us or traumatic memories, and we revisit them again and again and again, each time we do that, we're just making stuff up, right? It's created, it's thought created. So if I am to go and change all these memories, but these memories are not real, why am I spending so much time trying to change them? They're not real. And on top of that, going and looking for memories to change means I'm actually going and making up more and more material for me to work with, right? In fact, in a way, I'm convoluting the issue, once again, complicating the issue. Oftentimes that can lead to spending more time bouncing around up here and less time actually being present, being more connected with life and with those around you. So rather than looking for more things to make up so that we can have a problem to solve. Why not? It looks to me that a better use of our time, and this is something that you can reflect on your own, but a better use of our time might be to reflect on how it is all made up. Not how, but just the fact that it's made up. Because what happens is we misattribute. Let's put it this way. If I am not happy with my current circumstance, let's say I look at my bank balance and it's not where I want it to be, and I feel bad. And I go, God, I'm so tired of this, right? And I have a habit of looking at my bank balance and going, this sucks. I want more in there. It's not good enough, right? So if I think those feelings are coming from my bank balance, or the fact that I keep feeling this every time I look at it, and if I think it's coming from that, then and then someone tells me, well, you've got money programs. Oh, okay. So I got to go searching for all these money programs. And now it is true, we have conditioned thinking around stuff. We have ways of thinking around stuff. But rather than going and searching for my money programs, why don't I just start with, I thought my bank balance was making me feel this way. But it's not my bank balance making me feel this way. Nothing outside of me makes me feel anything. Thought is the generator of my feelings. Feelings are a reflection of what thoughts are going through my awareness in that moment. Now, if I start there, well, then I can examine, okay, gosh, I thought my bank balance was making me feel this way. In fact, I thought money was making me feel this way, or lack of it, or not having enough, or not being good enough to make a certain amount of money, right? Now, this is all thought generated. When we begin to see that what we're feeling is not a result of something deep in the chasms of our unconscious, it's in fact a reflection of what we're thinking right then and there, in real time. Because that's all we have, is right then and there. We can never think in the past. We can never think in the future. It may certainly look that way, but that's the misunderstanding, right? We're always experiencing the moment, but sometimes we're distracted by thought and feeling. To the extent that we can see that and just reflect on that, can do something for us. It can give something. It can give us an awareness where we just begin to see through that misunderstanding.